Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Kyle and I make reactions to movies and TV shows. So, if you didn't watch Penny Dreadful, I'm just gonna put this in like every single one that I say. Record? Do. I have moved. Things, they have changed. The times, they are changing. For those of you who know, you know. Okay, so we're watching another episode of Black Sails. What is everyone going to get up to this time? There were a lot of things going on. I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about the show yet. I think the pilot was very much just there to pilot us into the episode or the show. They're looking for a treasure that may or may not exist by rebuilding a map. We have a whole bunch of characters. I'm not sure exactly what they're up to. We got Flint, who, I mean, he just took out his lead rival, and I really like the quartermaster dude. I should figure out what his actual name is. I like Long John Silver. I don't think they called him Long John Silver yet, did they? I think they just called him John Silver. I like the Silver dude. Although every time they say his name, I'm totally going to think of the restaurant. And yeah, I want to see where they're going to go with this, because I get that the show, one thing I definitely did walk away from is that the show is very political, and not political in the sense of, oh, it's talking politics, but how the characters behave, the machinations of the characters in terms of finding out who you can trust, allying yourself with other people, gaining power within the group or system that you're in. That's a very political type of thing. So that is my type of show. I do live and love those types of shows. I don't live those types of shows. I've talked enough. If you would like to full version will be in the description. And let's get to some pirating. Previously on Black Sails.
Since he has the votes, you move you as captain.
I think he has any idea how to put money in their pockets.
I'm full. We're home.
Oh, I totally forgot about Merlin dude. I like him too.
You screwed me tonight. Flint, his captaincy, I had an interest.
I don't like him.
Sea grows rough.
I like her.
I think I have something you might want to buy.
I really don't like him so far. Just the little impression I got. So the dude that I think wrote this, the McCreary dude, I finally figured out where I know him from. Battlestar Galactica. He wrote what is it? All Along the Watchtower for them. Two. Dose. Regrets? I mean, we all been there, right? We make a decision. We wake up the next morning. Alcohol may have been involved in that decision.
When my father still lived here, this place was a fucking mess. Wonder if he didn't notice everyone living like animals, or if he just didn't care.
Why all this talk of your father?
What if Scott is downstairs right now, waiting to give me the news? The British are back. Decamped from Nassau.
Few crews will resist, but how long can they survive without my father's support?
One by one, their numbers will dwindle.
Then take the island.
Round of applause. The new governor. Somewhere in London, some foul fuck will get news of all of this. Finally, all is right again in Nassau.
Perhaps you can buy this place. Nassau would need an inn. Max could be your partner.
I think maybe soon what Mr. Noonan fears would be of no concern to me.
She got plans.
Can you let Mistress Guthrie know she's needed?
I'll be down in a minute.
I like how they seem to be having this relationship out in the open. It's very it's very progressive. What's going on?
Rum and snatch, regional! Billy.
Is he okay? I wonder if he's really lost in thought, considering that he kind of lied for the captain. Yeah, that.
Jesus. What did I do?
You stopped them from cutting off his head. So, yay to that. Long John Silver. John Silver.
Beg pardon?
They are peeing on him. Oh dear Lord, oh dear my.
Schedule's here on the island. Whoever stole it came back to read the log. Someone on that deck out there is our thief.
The cook, I found him hiding in the armory, standing over a dead body. Said it was suicide.
Oh wow. They caught on to him quite quickly. Is he gonna jump overboard? I mean, you don't really got anywhere to go.
Careful, unless you want everybody to know what he's got.
I mean, short of jumping off this ship, there's nowhere for him to go, right? Like, I think your best bet is to just give it to him. Like, just give it to him and, oh, okay, well, no, he's actually gonna jump off the ship. Jesus Christ. Someone go after him. Call the ship back. You're the captain. I don't know. Just why couldn't they stop that from happening?
I have news.
Please tell me it's a good kind.
A crew of 10 have just arrived out of Carolina.
Let's go say hello.
I had hoped we'd have a word first. Before we start work, you walked away from me last night and did something very foolish to a man whose temper you can no longer afford to provoke. You can never forget who these men are. They are not our friends. They are not our subjects. They want your father's business. That is the only reason we do not find their knives at our throats.
I like her motivation, but his reasoning is sound. Business first. I don't know. This guy, he hasn't technically done anything bad. You ever have a person where you get like a weasel vibe from them? Like you just know that they're sneaky and not in a good way.
What are you up to, Jack?
There's been a development. It seems that Captain Flint has for weeks been chasing Yaka Delima.
And you know this how?
Because the thief who stole it from him has offered to sell it to me. I'm sorry, have I said something funny?
They have 5,000 reasons to lie to you. Please tell me I don't need to explain further.
Remind me, how many leads have the Guthries brought us since you two had your falling out?
This sounds very much like you're starting to threaten him. But he's hearing it.
Find me when Singleton's back and it's done.
Oh, he doesn't know yet. He doesn't know yet. Oh, this is gonna be so rich. Run, boy, run. Although I think you should just give it up. But run, boy, run, I guess.
Friend, can you point me to the blacksmith? Point to the butcher. In the square. I need a new shirt.
Oh, smart. They're gonna ask where he went.
Hey! Anybody know where the cook went?
Boy thinks on his feet. Well, you know.
Let me interrupt. Wait your fucking turn! Certainly.
Oh dear Lord, she's kidding. Keep going.
Have you no decency?
Oh my God!
That you can cost me this money.
Necessary, I'm afraid. The problem.
You fucked me.
There is no need to panic. We can still make the deal and...
And then what? When a man is being fucked, he wants to know whose cock was in him.
True. After I get payment, we meet at the boat in the cove and leave tonight.
Oh, she's not leaving. Not without Elanor.
I run the operation here alongside my retainer, Mr. Scott.
A schoolgirl and a sugar monkey. Oh, you enjoy setting terms, do you?
Since I sprouted tits. Though you might want to keep that decision to yourself.
Oh, why is that?
Because the last fool who turned it down was never seen or heard from again.
Well, perhaps you'll find me more of a match than that other craven bastard.
Charles Vane, of the Ranger.
Does his name carry weight? I'm thinking.
Come on.
Okay.
Go on.
Mr. Vane, Captain Vane. Growing on me a little. Still don't like you.
I'd like a word in private. We have some business to get sorted.
I don't have time for this, so if there's something
I want
more...
to talk about our business. My crew hasn't been given the same kind of information from you.
And could that be how you treat her? Maybe related to that? You think?
You've noticed that, have you?
I believe it to be personal.
He's a smart one, this one.
The idea that I would withhold valuable leads for personal reasons is fucking absurd. I stopped providing you with intelligence because I don't like the way you run your ship.
You expect me to believe this is about business?
I know that last night, you killed a member of a crew that has value to me. And now, not only do you expect to be forgiven, you wish to be rewarded for it.
Flint's so weak he needed protection from you, and I'm the poor investment.
And then Flint walks through the door.
Either you're under the illusion that with Flint gone, I have no other choice than to give you what you want. Or you think because you and I used to fuck, you can cross me without any consequences.
Oh, guys, I really like her. I really, really like her.
Fuck you, Charles.
She may have just skyrocketed ahead of Billy and the quartermaster.
What happened? I thought Singleton had the votes.
Turns out Mr. Singleton was unfit for command. Shall I wait?
No, I think she's done.
Vane was just leaving.
Where is Singleton?
Yeah, about that.
I'm sorry, weren't we supposed to be looking for the cook?
We are. Have you looked?
No.
I've always been straight with you, haven't I? Never lied, never hedged.
Oh my god, look at his arms.
You told me to restrain him if he tried to go too far.
Which you did.
Singleton was no saint.
That's not the point. The point is I lied to my own crew to protect the captain.
We can't thieve forever.
Flint said we need a king.
Pirates that are worried about retirement.
I think we need something. 5 million pieces is a good place to start.
Any chance he's after a quick fuck?
With Anne Bonny standing guard.
Sure I can't suck your cock while you do that?
Thank you. No.
Something worth paying money for? Fucking people.
Girl's gotta make a living.
A fugitive, technically. I have him on the walrus. He was injured in the escape, but he'll survive.
He's been bribing the Lord's proprietor for years. They've agreed to make him governor here.
Once news spreads of Mr. Guthrie's arrest, our operation here will no longer be viable. No legitimate port will have us. Captain, we are finished here.
Unless.
However,
However, what?
let me tell you a story.
Okay, so now he's gonna rope her into this whole 5 million thing.
Thank you for your patience in these matters. You understand my partner simply wishes to be careful.
What are you up to now? You had your balls firmly handed to you. Can't you just scurry away with them between your legs? Oh.
You.
Well, my partner has the page.
What?
Mr. Singleton is not the seller, I assure you.
You really want to keep pushing this? Play me for a fool?
You are mistaken.
Silver? Silver?
Tell me the truth. The page is gone.
No,
You have a candlestick. That'll do.
you are mistaken.
Silver!
She isn't lying, Charles. Flint is.
What?
He lost the page. Are we to believe that Singleton, while conspiring with you to depose Flint, was using this whore to try and bilk your crew out of its money?
Release the hand!
Yeah, we dog! You can fuck us out of our money and then hide behind Elanor.
Silver! Come the fuck on! Oh, he got him.
It would appear she's telling the truth.
Okay. Where did he get silver, though? Shoulder? Hand? Not the eye. Right?
Maybe you can get her to talk.
Leave us alone, Noonan.
I have a feeling however this conversation plays out is going to foreshadow their entire relationship.
Max, I need you to give me the schedule. Flint's schedule.
How do you know this?
It doesn't matter. But Max, Flint needs that page.
If the page isn't delivered to Vane, he will kill me.
You have to trust me.
She already took payment. I mean, she can't.
I have a boat waiting. I will have enough money for us to start new.
But I can't leave here.
Why not?
I've spent my life trying to build something here.
I don't know, this place is just sand. Everyone you have ever loved, you have lost, and it terrifies you. I will never, ever leave you. I love you.
Miss Guthrie.
Damn.
He brought them here? Come with me. Right now.
Oh, God.
The boat is waiting. Set us both free.
Come in.
They may not have a relationship going forward.
Max, I need you to tell me where the page is.
I want her to say that she will sit there and watch as you beat the answer out of me to save this place.
Elanor, girl, you are vicious.
The wreck's at sundown.
Max, please.
Get the fuck out.
I meant what I said. I can protect you.
Get the fuck out!
I understand Elanor, but I really sympathize for Max in this situation. Like, to have your lover say that, just so openly admit that their ambition means more to them than you. I mean, clearly they were coming from two different angles. Max sees the world as a collection of things that can shift and change, whereas I think Elanor sees the world as like things that can build on each other. What are you two up to? Is someone gonna like come right behind him and just like... Now, I did notice he still has an eye, so what part of him was hit?
He says, you give me the pulse.
Oh, did he just get his cheek? That was a lot of blood.
Captain, I'm afraid our friend out there has all the leverage in this particular situation.
You know, Vane is just not a nice dude. Like, can we admit that? He's not a nice dude.
Come out here and face me! Or these pearls go back where they belong!
This is a potential prize that changes everything for us. Do not scuttle it. Bye.
I would quiet down. I don't know. If Flint if Silver actually goes out here, that would be dumb. Especially what he just saw Vane do. How many of these guys he got lined up?
You give me the pulse.
Okay. Billy probably would have been better if he just like conked him over the head, but okay. God only knows what diseases that blanket has on it. Well, good luck to you, dude. No. Do not throw it in the fire. Do not throw it in the fire. Oh shit. He's memorizing it, and then he's gonna make a deal with Flint, like, because he's the only person who knows. You better have one heck of a memory. You have fun down there, Jack. Oh no. Well, the Black Pearls, they have sunk into the ocean. Pirates of the Caribbean, that's all I'm thinking. Oh, thank God Flint got him first.
You can't have it. Well, not at the moment. So I took drastic measures. For the sake of my survival. Your schedule is up here.
So is Flint just going to torture him until he writes it all down? But Silver is smart. He's going to want some kind of, like, guarantee of his survival. I don't mind seeing him lose. If I'm Max, I am on the revenge mode here. Like, I'm out for blood.
But I cannot stay.
Although I guess technically the mature thing to do would be to accept what had happened and walked away. It's just that, I don't know, maybe I'm not all that mature.
Meet our thief.
Why is he still alive?
It's a long story.
So I guess he's just going to be a part of the crew now, like...
You don't approve of this, but I need to do this. I need it. Please. Stay with me.
What are you up to now, Flint? Oh. Oh my gosh, does this guy have a wife? Guess you never really think of, like, pirates as being married.
Take off your boots. I'll boil some water.
The onion continues to unwrap. Okay, let's talk. Okay, and that was my reaction to Black Sails episode 2. That was a lot that happened, and I mean, like, you know, at the beginning of the episode, I said that I thought the show was very political, and holy mother, like, every action that the characters took in this episode was politically motivated. It was very cool to see. I don't know why, but I relate to Elanor so much. I don't know why. I just do. I really like her. Billy was in this episode a lot less. The Quartermaster was in this episode a lot less. So maybe they will go back to my top rank. But I don't know. Elanor, she's just like... She's hitting all the right points for me. And I know that, like, the decision that she made with Max is screwed up. But I understand it. I understand, like, having built a life for yourself and wanting to defend and protect that life, because it's you. It becomes a part of you and a part of your identity, and you don't just want to let it go without a fight. I get that, but at the same point, I get where Max was coming from too, because I think she's on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, where this is not the life that she wants. This is not a life that she has built, because, like, look at her life, you know? She wants to build a life. So, I mean, clearly Elanor and Max are at two very different stages in their life. And maybe this was just the inevitable breakup that happens. But the way it happened, like the harshness of it, is just wow, right? Silver's story is interesting. I'm not entirely sure why. Like I said it at the beginning, I wasn't entirely sure why he didn't just hand over the map. There is definitely an argument to be made that Flint would have just killed him or whatever the second that he did hand over the map. I don't know. Flint is the protagonist in this series, so I don't think he's a bad dude. Like, I think he acts rationally, and once he got the rest of the map from Silver, I don't think there would be a rational reason to end his life. But at the same point, I can understand that Silver probably thought that Flint would kill him the second that he handed over the map. And I guess it just took Silver a second to determine what his best options were, which was to memorize the map and then burn it. I don't know how much time that buys him. It does give him a negotiation tactic. You know, now he can require his safety be met before he gives the map to, or the schedule, I keep saying the map, the schedule to Flint. But I don't know. I don't like Vane. I don't like him. Every decision he makes is... well, I mean, in keeping with his name, it's all about him. And I told you what I think about Jack. I think that his character just, he rubs me the wrong way. He feels rat-like. Don't like him. So yeah, overall, very good episode. I'm curious where they go next. I think like the next portion has to be them starting to actually hunt down this mysterious treasure ship, right? Because I mean, there's nothing in their way anymore except for what's happening with Eleanor's father. So I guess maybe that could be where they go next. Like if the English come looking for Eleanor's daddy-o and he's not there, and you know, so I guess that could provide the next ripple. But I'm curious to see where they go next. All I can say is this episode, like, it really had me in it. And yeah, like, I've read the comments that you've all left, and there was definitely gratuitous sex in this episode, but I felt like it was a little bit toned down. And I'm just trying to move past it because everyone has said that it's there, ignore it, and seasons 2 and 3 will tamper it down completely. So I'm living for it, especially because the story seems to be so freaking good. Like I said, at the end, I just did not expect Flint to be married. I don't know if he's married. Maybe she's just like a girlfriend, but I got like, you know, the house, the way she talked to him, it definitely, I mean, if she has a girlfriend, she's a very long-term girlfriend, right? So you never expect that, which makes me wonder what Flint's backstory is. I wonder what all their backstories are now. We'll find out. All right, like if you would like to like, full version will be in the description below. And, I mean, keep pirating. Loot your little heart out. Peace.